Hello everyone, it is Sue here. So in this video, I'm actually going to continue to work on this that I started yesterday. So in yesterday's video, in my crafty chit chat and slow stitching video, we took all the pieces and this is all just kind of pinned or just like laying here. And what I thought was before I start stitching, I might as well record it. So this is the same day the video that I recorded yesterday is the same day that I'm recording this, except that it's now nighttime. So it's hours later. And I came in to stitch and I'm like, well, let me turn on my camera so I can kind of continue with this project. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, how we put all of this together, all this yumminess together, definitely you'll want to check that out as well. I'll try to remember to put the link in my description box. Okay, so this is like a super, super, super puffy, I'm going to call it a pouch. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it as is. It's going to require a lot of stitches to keep this all together, but we're going to try it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so this is the size of it open. And yeah, see, some of these pieces I just had put in there because I can't put them on until later. As a matter of fact, I can't do this until a little bit as well. So I want to start on this. So this is the base fabric, which is a linen napkin. There's tons of padding in here. Some of it is batting and some of it is from a mattress cover. And then on top of it, I have, let me move this elsewhere, it's sticking to me. And then on top of it, I have this beautiful fabric from, I think it was a bedspread. So all of these pieces I have on here, this piece is not pinned, I want to pin this down, are just, it's just all pieces, right? You know what, this isn't pinned down either. Let me pin this down as well because I liked where it was. So we're going to do this. Okay. And okay, that has a pin. And what's going to happen is once it's sewn, I'm going to fold it and then sew a seam down the middle in the back and then sew the bottom shut. But I just want to start stitching because I want to start getting some of this down. So the thread I'm using, it's a white thread. It's number 10 crochet thread. And, you know, I think I'm just going to start in the corner and go through. So I'm going to see if it's like, is it too difficult with all of these layers, or is it reasonable to where I can get through all these layers? Because I'm telling you, in some spots, it's going to be 5 or 6 layers deep. Over here on the very top, it's not too bad because I only have like 4 layers. So that's including all of the, I'll just call it all of the batting inside the back piece, which I'm not grabbing really well at this point as I'm stitching through. I'm not really going into that. So do I care at this point? No, you know what? I'm just going to continue. I'm going to first, oh, look what I did. I did my usual. Let me undo this. You know, I used to do this all the time where I would go in from the wrong side. I haven't been doing that much lately, but it's like when I stop stitching and talk or think about something else, it's like it gets me all off track. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so now it's in back, so I have to come up front. So right now I'm going to, I don't know, just stitch and get stuff down. I mean, eventually everything is going to be stitched down, right? I mean, so I shouldn't worry too much if I'm grabbing that back piece right now or not, which I'm not, which is fine. Okay. So I guess, I was thinking about something that I wanted to chat with you all about. What as I'm sitting here stitching. And remember, you can zoom in by, doing that on your phone or iPad or, yep. All right, I'm going to start coming back just a little bit. So far I've just stitched right up here. But I'm going to start coming back so I can sew this whole corner down. And now I'm going to get that, the base piece, the linen napkin, this here. So, and it's not going to be so big and poofy when I'm done because this stitching is going to flatten a lot of that. Not all of it. I want it to be poofy. I want, I want, when you feel it, I want it to feel soft. So that's kind of my goal. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to ask all of you, do you go to craft fairs? You know how at this time of the year, there's just like a lot of craft fairs, right? I mean, are there by you? I guess I should start by asking. Like here in New Jersey, at this time of the year, there's a lot of craft fairs. Of course, for the holiday season, with Thanksgiving and of course Christmas, Hanukkah, everything, right? So, yeah, so I've been thinking about that. I was talking to a friend today who she and I last year, we went to 3, well, I would call 2 of them craft, well, I guess they're all craft fair type things. Yeah, so 2 of them were in churches and they're on the same day. I don't know if they always plan that, but last year they were on the same day. Yeah, so what we do, me and my friend, we start at the one church, and they even have, I really like what they have, the way that they do it. They have, well, several different rooms, and it's actually in my town, but kind of in a separate part of town. My town is kind of broken up into 2, and it's where I grew up, and which is 4 miles from where I am right now. And so that church, it has like a room. They have a tricky tray with, beautiful items. I'm not too much into tricky trays, but I think it's, they do a really good job of it. And then they have, it's more like it's actually more like I want to say like a flea market, rummage sale type feel to it, garage sale type feel to it. So like the other rooms, and they also have, they have some baked items and stuff like that. But they will have a couple rooms of tables just full of stuff. You want to look through everything. Oh my gosh, I bought a bunch of stuff there last year. And I see this is sticking out. I don't want that to stick out. So some of my padding from inside was sticking out right there. Don't want that. Yeah, so that's where we're going to start. And that was just so much fun. It was fun. Because, I mean, at this time of the year here in New Jersey, it's cold, right? I mean, that wind has been blowing all day today. It rained all day yesterday. And so it is windy out. And so all the leaves are coming off the trees. And yeah, but I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's not a time of the year for a garage sale or a yard sale. This is not the time. So having something like that indoors at a church is just a ton of fun. What else did they have? Oh, they have, like some, homemade craft stuff and stuff like that. So that was really nice. So that was where we started last year, and we'll do the same this year. And then, all right, so now I have to watch here. So see here, and I know like there's marks on some of this stuff, but I'm just rolling with it. I do have a piece under here that's pinned, right? So this piece is sewn down now. That's not going anywhere. And I'm not worried about the other side of it. So let's take a look and see how I'm doing. So it's pretty much a mess, right? There's no real rhyme or reason to these stitches. And I am not going to worry about it. It is a pouch. Don't even know what I'm going to use it for yet, but it's nothing, major to worry about. So now I have to think here. So like when I go to sew, sorry for the shadows. Like I said, it's nighttime right now. Like if I go to sew all of this down together, which I think I will, I have to take this pin out. Otherwise, the potential is there for me to sew the pin in there. And I don't want to do that. So, yep, I just have to be aware. And then as I'm stitching here, whoops, I am grabbing everything at once. Everything. So I'm getting this piece of doily, this piece of an embroidered piece. I am getting this, any of that, that's under there, plus the main fabric, all the padding, all the way to the backing. So I'm getting it all. And yep, and it's just an easy way to do it. Now, if you want to do layer by layer, you go for it. Me? You all know how I am. Let's do it as quickly as possible. Yeah. So back to the craft fairs. I mean, I really do love them. And then we head over. So that's 4 miles that direction. And my friend lives, I don't know, 2-3 blocks that direction. Then we'll head that direction 4 miles to get to the first church. Then we're going to head all the way back this way past my house to a church not even a mile up my road. And that was nice. That had, like, there was Avon stuff there. There was Pampered Chef, LuLaRoe. They had food, and oh my gosh, it was Polish food, and you could buy it to take some home. And it was just, and they did have an area of baked goods that you could, purchase to take home. What else did they do there? Oh, because they had multiple rooms. I remember going from room to room. And yeah, so I really liked that one because like what I did was I stocked up on the lip balm that I like from Avon. And so I bought a whole bunch of it last year. And the silicone glove hand cream, I love it, which is this right here. Yeah, I have to have that available. And then my Care Deeply lip balm that has a little bit of a color to it. So I'd like the plain clear as well as this. So she had them for $1 a piece. So I bought, I don't know, several. And so this year I'm hoping she's back, because even though I do have some, I mean, I've definitely gone through it. So I want to restock and make sure that I have, come on, a good amount. Because it's not going to go to waste. And like last year when I was there, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I don't know if I'm going to have this opportunity again. And I still don't know, because I don't know if she's there again this year. So, but if she is, I'll buy, you know, a few of each thing. And yeah, so that alone to me is worth going up there. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought Pampered Chef stuff. I have a good amount of Pampered Chef, but I've been buying it for decades, literally. Yeah. So, yeah. But I use it. I use my Pampered Chef. And there's a lot of things that they don't make anymore that they should really make, because good stuff. Really good stuff. Like even paring knives, they don't have the exact ones that they used to have. And they were like $1. And they were these little knives. I have one left. I used to have a whole bunch of them. And yeah. So I did buy some of what they had, but they're a little bit bigger. They weren't quite the same. Okay, so now, okay, so that's sewn down. I think I'll put a couple stitches here. And I hope my head's not going into frame. So I'll put a stitch here, and then we'll travel down this way. And then we're going to go ahead and, oh gosh, I hope I was on camera. I think I was a little bit off there. Sorry about that. And then, like I said, we'll head down this way. And I want to make sure when I sew this piece that it is like more crunkled. I want it crunkled. Did you get that? I want it more crunkled. My vocabulary. Yeah. So I'll make sure I do that when I get down there. Okay, so where am I at? So I was going to put a couple stitches up here. And I know you can't feel it, but just by stitching just this area right here, it is much flatter. You might be able to actually see it. It is much flatter. It actually takes all that padding on the inside and just squishes it all together. All right, so now that's done. And more is even going to go on top of this. So this is only like the 4th, 5th, and 6th layer. Wait until we get to the 7th and 8th. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to come down here. So I know that I'm going to sew something down here, which will sew this piece down as well. But you know, I'll only put a couple stitches in just to hold it there in place so I can take any pins out. And yep, okay, let me make sure I'm staying. I think I have my camera not in the right spot. I should just move the camera into the right spot. Okay, I don't know, I got some extra thread here. Okay. All right. All right, so let me just get this down. And that will hold that. And I'm starting to stitch this stuff that I said I wanted to crunkle up. So let's see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, there's a piece of thread here that's kind of an extra piece of thread. There we go. Now I got it. Now I got it. I even have beads I'm gonna put on at the very, very, very end. And I do like this crochet thread. It is a little heavier than the pearl thread. My pearl thread is a size 8. This is a size 10, but I like it. I like it very much. Okay, so now I'm going to focus a little bit on this darker piece, like this piece right here, so I can get it to be like I want it to be. Come on. Okay. Good, good, good. So far, so good. Come up through here. So I don't want it to look neat, but I guess you guys probably have figured that out by now, that, you know, I don't want it neat. I'm not that kind of a slow stitcher. Okay, I have to, I guess, keep checking the camera. All right, so I'm going to take this pin out, and let's see. Let's take a look at this. So this is how it is right now. There's no pin in that, and I like it. I'm going to put a stitch here to hold that down, and a couple, or like 3 stitches over here. So let's see, which way do I want to go first? I'll go here. Let's tack this down a little bit better. And then let's head over, let's see. Something like that. I like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to, well, let's see. I'm going to put a stitch. I'm just going to put a stitch in the middle of these 2 like ruffles, because I don't want the ruffles to be flat. Sorry, I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Silliness. It's all silliness. Okay, all right, so let's see what I've got going on now. Okay, so I wanted it to be crunkled. I would say that's nicely crunkled. I'm going to put a couple, 1 or 2 stitches over here, because I do want that to be flatter. But again, I'm going to be sewing more down on here, so I shouldn't really spend too much time on this, but I don't know how much of it's going to actually show. So, you know, putting in another stitch or 2 is worth it. If it gets hidden, that's fine. Okay, so let's look at what we have so far. All right, so I think we'll move now over. Let me make sure now. I'm afraid I'm not in frame. Now I'm going to move over, because we just stitched right here. I'm going to kind of move. I'll put a couple stitches here. We can just throw a couple stitches in here just so I can take that pin out. And again, we're going to have more stuff here. So I'm not real concerned with the way it looks right here. I am more concerned at this point just about getting it down to where it's sewn down. And I know it's not going to move, because again, we're going to be putting other stuff on top. Okay. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to do all of this in this video. Maybe I'll do another video. I'll do a part 3, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. So maybe should I name them like part 1, part 2, part 3? I tend not to like to do that because I think people don't necessarily like part 1, part 2, part 3. Yeah, I feel like they don't watch. I don't know. That's just from experience from a long time ago. If I ever did like a 2 or 3 part video and I actually named the video, part 1, part 2, part 3, I don't know, they would watch, like, I think it was like the first one, and then as it went to part 2 and part 3, they would watch less and less. But again, that was from my experience from years ago. So I don't know. No, I don't think I'm going to put part 1, part 2, part 3. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so, but watch, because now what I'm thinking, so yesterday I started this with my Crafty Chit Chat and Slow Stitching. That's Monday. So this will come out on Tuesday, this video right here. And then we'll continue to work on it. So that video would come out on Wednesday. So I would like to get, I guess, as much of this done as possible with all of you, so you can see from beginning to end. Okay, so I do have that down. I think the last thing that I would like to do right now, let me see where my thread is. So my thread is all the way over here. So I can come, like, because I don't want to waste thread and go from up here to all the way down here, and I've just wasted, 2-3 inches of thread. But I can go from there to right here. So we're going to stitch this piece down. Can you see that there's a piece there? There's a piece there. So we're going to come and we're going to, I mean, I could knot it off, right? But I don't feel like it. So I won't. And there was no need to, actually. Oh, gosh. Okay. Come through. Okay. Yeah, I do like this thread. I think it was Kathy, one of my viewers, that told me about this crochet thread. And I do like it. And it was super inexpensive. It was $2 at Hobby Lobby. And I have this humongous thing of it. Love it. So I can recommend it. I couldn't recommend it before because, well, I hadn't used it before, but now that I'm using it, and for something like this, where it needs something strong because of what it's holding together. Yeah. So this is actually very good thread for what I'm doing. Okay, so, and what I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to worry too much about, because I'm going to do something like this and take a piece of tulle, and it's going to look different, but something like this. And then we'll put a button here, and we'll put other things around. So when this gets sewn down, this area here that I'm not sewing will be sewn down when I put that on there. So I wanted to show you that. Okay, so let me just put a few stitches along here because I'm almost out of thread at this point, but I can tack this piece down. And there's like no padding all the way down here, no batting or anything like that. So that's easy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Well, I can do one more. Let me knot this off. And let's take a look at this. Look at the back. Oh, no, I have a pin in there. See that? Oh, and I just pulled this out of this pin. Oh, I have multiple pins in there. One moment, please. This is what I was talking about before. You can sew pins in if you don't. Oh, I can feel it. It's like right here. Perfect example of what not to do. put the pin right in. See it? And I think there's more than one. Oh no. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Okay, I'm gonna do this. It's not the first time I've had this experience. I manage. There's one. Where's the other one? See, and there's looks like there's one there and there's one there. Can I get this one? I mean, if you can find the end of it, like I don't even know where, I can't even see the pin. Where is it? Oh no, I can't see it. Oh no. Okay, this one. Can I get this one? Oh, I see it. Okay, I got this one. Okay, so there's one left, and it's right here. So I could undo these couple of stitches, which I don't want to do. I don't even like see it. I can feel it. Okay, it's going this way. Oh, wait. Is it under here? Where the heck is it? I don't know what layer it's on. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, ooh, here's the end of it. The wrong end, but there's an end. I need the other end. So it is under, oh my gosh, it's like 3 layers down. Darn it. All right, I'm gonna have to, so I have to make a decision here. I can actually, okay. Some of you may need to close your eyes for this. So I have this really old seam ripper. It was my aunt's. It's probably from the 50s, but I like it. I use it. Okay, where is it? I'm going to make a hole in this. Okay, there was the one end. The other end I need to get to is down here. I can feel it. So who cares that I make a hole in it? Oh, wait. No. Okay, I'm going to make a hole and see. Now I lost it. Okay. Okay, this is what you don't want to do, everyone. I can feel the end of it, but I can't get to it. I'm going to make another hole. Oh, there it is. And you will never know that that hole was there. You will never know. Ha! We did it. We did it. That's like a perfect example of what not to do. Perfect. Okay, so now, I think I left this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around. I never knotted this because it came out of the thread when I found the needles or the pins in there. Now it is knotted. Okay. And, all right, so let's take a look. So I could continue on because I do have to stitch the top of this because I'm not planning on putting anything over this flower up here. And I want this flower down here to be seen. That's from the original fabric. So I could go, like next time, I could start up here and come down, and that's maybe what I'll do. And then the back is going to be easy here. I feel like it's going to be easier. All right, let me see how long this video is, and let's see what I'm going to do. Okay, we're at 34 minutes. All right, so this is going to take a few videos to do. I'm going to leave it here, and I will come back and finish, but this is what it's going to look like. So again, the back will be sewn together and the front is going to be like this, except it's going to have more stuff on it. Like that. Well, something like that. With a button and some of these little rosettes. And I have a yo-yo, or not a yo-yo, a hexie that I thought I could get in here. I'm putting everything in here but the kitchen sink. The word love. Yeah, so we're just going to continue on. We're going to see where this goes. I know. What else can you add to it? Add everything you have to it and sew it down. It's going to be really pretty. This is kind of how I did this. I showed this in yesterday's video. And I love it and I use it. I keep threads in here. So, yep. So it does work. I know it works. Let me know if you have any questions. And in another video, well, I have to decide, right? So should the next video be tomorrow on Wednesday or should it be next Monday's Crafty Chit Chat and Slow Stitching? I need to figure that out. But we will do it together. Okay, thank you so much. Have a blessed rest of your week. And thank you so much for being here, everybody. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.